Hey guys, Zach Calhoun here from CloudPano. Hope you're having a great day. So one of the most important things for a VR agency is to be able to consistently have lead flow into their business. This means you need to have lots of folks on your calendar that you are demoing, showing off what you're doing and how it works. The way you do this is purely a numbers game. So you have to use and leverage channels, whether it's DMs, LinkedIn messages, emails, etc., to list so lots of people that are relevant to your specific list so that you can fill up your pipeline, right? Your pipeline has to be full. The CloudPano team, we have salespeople who take the pipeline calls, who validate that they're a good fit, and then bring them on to the next step. You as an entrepreneur will have to start off doing this yourself, but it's really important to understand that it's a numbers game, and you have to automate where you can. You can't do everything manually. You can start off that way, sure, but you have to learn how to automate and invest in automation tools. For very cheap, you can have email marketing campaigns going with cold email marketing softwares. You can also scrape leads off of Google Maps, but with scraping tools, there's all types. If you choose to go free, you probably won't have many leads. Typically, you have to invest in these tools or invest in these lists. When you do this, when you have a clean list, so it's really important it's clean. This is one of the things I think most people miss, is that just having some emails is one thing, but to have a clean email list that won't give kickbacks is a whole other thing. It's actually whole softwares and industries exist just to clean and validate that emails actually work. That they won't give you a kickback, and the reason why this is important is because ISP providers or email service providers, they don't want people sending out lots of messages. They want to make sure they're always valid emails. So if that happens to you in your business, your emails, your score could go down and your inbox way less. Therefore, you're in the spam folder. If you're in the promotions folder or spam folder, you're not going to get seen. Therefore, it doesn't matter how nice your email is. Even if you have the best email in the world, but you don't hit an inbox, then you're wasting your time, right? So you have to clean the emails. Clean that list. Make sure it's solid, right? So before I import into our CRM, we make sure that list is cleaned, okay? And so yeah, from that we lose a lot of leads that could be great, but that's just the game. You have to be able to understand the rules of the game so that you can operate at scale. So you have to learn how to use email marketing campaigns, how to clean lists, how to scrape those types of lists so that you can keep your pipeline full. What's the point of this video? My point is very simple. It's all about numbers, bro. You have to know the game is about numbers and how much you can automate and really get your messaging out there in front of a lot of people. But matching the message to the market is more important than the numbers, okay, at first. Once you have the right message to that specific market, or I call it an affinity, so your agency specializes in this for this specific niche, which you can obviously change whenever you want to. But when you have the message that matches, you'll get that 3%, 4% response rate on your emails. And that's what you're looking for. Looking for a small percentage. And to be honest, you're going to get a response rate of 20 to 40% if you do it right, if you send out more than one email to a list. But the customers are looking for those 3 to 5% that are in market, that are a good fit, etc. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean by the customers, right? So if you so it's all about math, right? If I send out 1,000 emails, maybe I get a 10%, 100 emails to respond to me. But if the email is good, but 3% are probably in the market or thinking about this type of service or whatever you're offering, right? And so you have to really play with the message to that market to increase the response rate. So you want to kind of have 1,000 emails here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, and do these tests right before you start sending out 10,000, etc. Now, what I don't think you should do is message 10,000 people one time. It really won't give you the data you need, and plus, most people don't respond to the first email. I get pitched all the time, every day, terrible stuff that I don't really care about. And the reason why they don't get a response from me is because they don't know that I don't care about what they're offering. I don't have time to care. It's just the way a business owner is. Like, either I care about it or I don't. If I care about it right now, I might respond. But the reality is, I don't know who you are. We have no rapport. You're a stranger. For all I know, you're in Ghana or Nigeria, and you're just like emailing me a scam, right? And that's the American mindset of an email, cold email that goes to you. This is probably a scam, right? So if that's the case, you have to be as human as possible in your messaging and deliver the most value you possibly can. We've seen a lot of folks in our VTPS program have success by offering some value for free. I've interviewed guys and I've shared those, offering a SEO audit for free to 10, 20 business owners, doing a Loom video about that specific audit. Hey, here's what I did for you guys. Here's what my results I got. Here's how you can improve. Get back to me if you want to, if you saw this video. Now, if you have a good market and a good message, and you want to offer something for free to build some rapport and send those out, you're going to have a higher response rate. You have to be able to have the services to back those up. But you really got to be able to get through numbers quickly and go fast. So the way you do this is a couple of different ways. You can scrape lists off the internet using different apps and extensions. You can clean those lists, tools like Hunter.io, etc. Or you could also manually have a VA or an outsourcing team just pull those emails for you. I've had teams in Pakistan just pull lists for me all day, 3 days in a row. All they're doing is copy and pasting. They take this big list that's unorganized and they organize it. Well, now I've started to use tools like ChatGPT to create tables for me. I have the Google Sheets extension, I have the API set up, and I pay for it, but it's really cool because I just highlight all the data and say, make a table from this. And it looks at it and it makes a table and it cleans it all up for me. It's amazing. It's really cool. And now we're even using and testing out getting scripts made, in Python to be able for folks to just, hey, here's the Excel spreadsheet, here's all the websites, go find the information, bring it back to me. And that's worked really well. So stuff like that, you have to be able to leverage. So I may pay $200 for a scraper, developer to build something for me, but then I get an output of 3,000 good leads. So is that worth it? Well, the answer is of course it is, because I know what my offer is behind that, and I know what it's worth to me. I know I'm always doing the math of what is a 1% response rate going to make me, a 1% customer rate. And if it's worth it, let's just do it. Spend the money, who cares? That's just how you have to think of anything. Just spend the money, who cares? It's just money. It's just a little bit of cash going away now so I can get more in the future. That's how it works. So I hope this is helpful to you in your business. It's a numbers game, bro. You got to be able to lever up with tools so you can get things going faster. That's how you win the agency game. Hope this is helpful. Talk to you soon.